have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and tonight we have a hell of a game today. We've got SFPD versus Amber, and we're going to be playing a best of three today with the winner going to the finals versus Ascend. Tonight, I am not alone. I'm joined by a great friend of mine, Ben.
Oh,
Ben,
yes. Hello, everyone. I am Ben. I have the. It's unfortunate that I've been stuck with this guy here, but we'll make it work tonight.
Yep, and we're going to make it a hell of a
We're
show
here,
tonight.
yeah.
So, I
Maybe
mean,
some
we've got a
good
bit of
footage.
time. We've got a bit of
Yeah.
time while we're waiting for these players to join. So,
Yeah.
why not we go into the map bands, have a bit of a chat about those?
Let's.
Because,
Let's.
yeah. Okay, so jumping into the map bands then. starting off SFPD. That's really going to get hard to say during this scrim. Is it scrim in this match? They're starting off with a coastline ban.
You know what? We can see from these map bans immediately that we're going for a more strat-heavy approach from both teams. So I'm not surprised to see coastline off the board.
Yeah, I mean, coastline is a fragger's paradise, and straight away it's been taken out. I mean, Amber are going to follow it up with theme park, then SFPD Villa, and Consulate for the final bans.
Not shocking, I must say.
That's
what we expect.
I'm not surprised. And obviously that's going to leave us with Oregon first, Clubhouse second. And if we go all the way to map 3, we're going to be fighting all over Russia in Cafe Dostoevsky.
That would be an interesting conclusion. Cafe, I would love to see it go to map 3. Well, okay, we'll start with Oregon. So we can predict what's going to happen here. We're going to see what we've seen for the last however long Oregon has taken over this scene. So, I mean, but Clubhouse, that's going to be an interesting one. Very strat heavy.
Yeah, I'm excited for Clubhouse. And, I mean, if we go all the way to Cafe?
Well, that's the interesting one, because these teams played each other earlier in the season on Cafe. So, we'll see a rematch. That'll be
so we'll see a rematch. And saying that, actually, when they played against each other on Cafe that was quite an interesting game, with Amber actually taking the victory 7-4 over SFPD. So
fairly close there.
Fairly close, but if I'm SFPD, I do not want to let it go to map 3.
Yeah, they're going to take it in the first 2 maps. That's going to be the plan.
And I'm pretty excited to see that. These two teams have played quite a lot, or SFPD have played Clubhouse in Oregon quite a bit this season. However, Amber have not. They've only played Clubhouse once, and they haven't even played Oregon yet, to our knowledge. But it looks like we've all got all 5 players in the lobby, so we're just going to get the go-ahead from our observer.
And here we go.
And we're straight into the game. Starting off on Oregon today, we've got SFPD on the attack, and Amber on the defense.
Yes. Start with the operator bans. What are we going to see today? Okay.
Interesting Hibana ban.
It's very basement orientated. That's quite a...
Yeah, that's going to be a big knock. I mean, I'm presuming that might be a counter ban, but we're going to see a pretty similar sort of Thatcher ban.
That's what we're used to. Or Thatcher. Defense. Mirror, okay, yeah.
Mirror's going to follow up as well, and I mean...
Not uncommon.
We still have got the Maverick in play, so I would like to see potentially something interesting other than a Cage ban.
Me. So... I want to see a Cali. That's what I want to see.
A Cali ban could be interesting, but no, we're going to get the Melusi. Melusi and Mirror off the board on the side of the defense.
Yep, I completely agree.
I mean, it's going to make downstairs fairly...
They can make it difficult. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for the attack, and obviously both teams are going to have to attack probably at once because it's the default site. Saying that though, Amber are going to mix it up and go to kitchen first.
That might throw them off. That's an unexpected pick. Wow.
I wouldn't be surprised if I mean with bringing the standard attack lineup, Ace, Maverick, Zofia, Sledge, Ash. Could be interesting, but they're going to switch out the Ace to a third line.
A 6 pick to Clash on the first round.
This is going to be one hell of a game. Going to have to keep those Zofia concussion charges, though.
Yes. That's how you're going to be best able to deal with the Clash, the oh so annoying Clash.
So starting off here, going to be going into dining. Interesting shield they've got there on the table. I'd be expecting them to probably open up the wall as well, because it gives them a strong line of sight all the way into small tower. May even see somebody playing in small tower.
Of course, setting up the showers as you'd expect. With the rotates in.
I mean, Hibana being off the board as well also means that we're very likely to see the impact trick coming out. Now they've bought 4 impacts on Wamai and on the Maestro, so probably going to see them two playing pretty close to showers and rotating in and out together.
Definitely. Let's get this round kicked off in the action phase.
And yeah, we are right. It looks like Jaeger's going to be setting up at the top of the tower. He takes up 1 drone, so they know he's up there, and they're going to have to start forming a push to assault him out of that position. But I don't think they're aware that there is one in the top floor in the dorms area as well, who could potentially be a bit of a nuisance through that big window.
Seems like quite the aggressive tower push. The droning in, get the info, try flush out the Jaeger quick, because they want to get that tower as quick as possible.
Obviously, bringing that, taking that tower, and obviously having a sledge is going to be really vital
Vertical
for getting
play,
these verticals open. However,
that makes it much easier to get the wall open from there.
However, though, if Sledge does get taken out, unfortunately, he may do. There is still that Maestro inside of dorms in kids. Sorry, at the moment.
Yeah.
So they've got 6 breach charges as well, which may be a little bit overkill for this site.
Cast, yeah. Looking for a pinch, possibly, onto this Jaeger. Oh my.
Who's going to find the opening kill? Zofia being taken down this early on.
Oh my, where was that kill?
On the board.
I think Goya got that kill from Big Tower, from the window. Yeah. What a shot with the Vector from there. Wow.
I mean, Ben, they haven't got the Zofia concussions, and they're going to be playing against the Clash. How is that going to affect their push, do you think?
They're going to be slowed down significantly if they can't deal with that clack quick. Oh my goodness, my English. That Clash quickly. And she's going to be standing, and another... Oh, they've leveled the playing field.
However, they have taken a little bit of damage there. As you can see, Maverick very, very low. And, I mean, Thermite a little bit off the top as well.
Yes.
But they're going to be rotating around, as we see. It seems like they kind of gave up with that small tower push. Jaeger is still up in that position. Ash potentially going to try and flank around. Maybe get a bit of a split push appearing here. But she's going to instead take a meeting, and we're going to leave Zulu alone for a few minutes. I don't know, we may see someone push down.
They've completely changed their approach here. I don't know how this is going to work out with only 30 seconds left in the round.
No, it's definitely going to be a tight one. It does appear that they're going to go for that plant, and it's going to have to be an aggressive one here. Thermite is the one under the fuser, so ladies and gentlemen, keep your eye on him as he's going to be going for that plant behind the box. Plant's going down the flash.
Playing very aggressive here. They're going to have to get some sublime covering fire. Oh, the Nitro Cell takes him out as planting. Gun down the Vector. You know the story of the Vector and the Aldo.
Is Ash going to find one? Going to find 2 though. This could
consolation kills.
It's not anymore. Wow, I mean, that really kicked off there.
The failure to flush out the Jaeger quickly and pressure the Clash just really let them down that round.
Yeah, not being able to take out that Jaeger really slowed down a lot of their push as well. And obviously, we saw the Clash being a bit of a nuisance at the end there, and the only reason she died is because she went for that peak, but the round was over by then. That's the way they got that crossfire set up. They knew that was going to happen. They had the Maestro prepared in the server. They had the Goyo with the long angle. Yeah. They had no chance.
30 seconds left to full rotate around the map. Yeah, that was a tough one to pull off. No Clash this time, unless they 6th pick again. That would be quite the shock. No, no.
No, we're going with the original lineups here. So
smoke.
We're going to be up in dorms this time. Seems that Amber is saving the basement till last, or potentially they're going to be avoiding it. What do you think?
Maybe. With the bans, it does seem to put that in quite a precarious position to defend the basement without Hibana. But we'll see. They might have to go there.
I mean, I'd expect them to probably go down there in the next round, but definitely, definitely if they can take this round, then they're going to be in a much more position.
I can't imagine them going to meeting from here. I'll be surprised if they do.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Hibana ban works heavily in their favour for downstairs, but at the same time, they're going to want to take out that Maverick pretty quickly on as well, because they won't be able to keep that hatch closed if they don't. And obviously that meeting hatch could be really, really vital for the attackers pushing it, being able to create that split basically and take pillar.
What kind of approach are we going to see?
That's all for next round. Looks like SFPD are going to go for your standard Master and Attic take here. Hovering around Attic. Seems like they're going to be draining it out. Ash solo pushing, potentially going to be meeting up with the Maverick though. And
seems they're not going to see too much trouble with Attic. It seems fairly empty on the defender side, so they should be able to get this wall open. Unless they don't bring the... They should be. They should be. Very safe play from the defensive team now.
So they're going to get a couple of Maverick holes open here and there. I mean, Maverick's an incredible operator, can't be contested with anything, but while that's happening, somebody is getting contested. Thermite getting taken down. That's going to be huge.
It's huge.
I mean, they haven't actually got that wall reinforced though, so they haven't got too much. But
the Ash pushing into the Attic, they're looking to take control quick here.
Let's see if she can find the frag. They need to rebalance the man count here. 1 minute 40 left on the board, so they've got time, but they need to get rid of that smoke. They cannot get any control over by Master side, which means that most of the push is going to be centered around Attic, I believe. And obviously the defense are aware of this. A couple of shots going off for Ash. Ash being put down to around 75 HP.
Fearsome gun there with the Org on one eye. Does a lot of damage if you hit your shots. You have to be very careful. Ash goes for an aggressive peek, but the shield, the vertical.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that glow yet. Glow down below, but the frags are coming out left, right, and centre. It's now down to a 2v4 situation here. I say that 1v4. This is not looking good.
Sophia on the main window. He gets a frag.
Gets a frag. It's a 1v3. He's got 50 seconds left, but he's on the big window. It's very difficult. C4 comes out, takes a little bit of HP off. He does go for that shot, but not quite able to get the C4 out of the air. It's been quite impressive, but he does.
Oh my god! What a shot! Let's see if this is going to mount up to be quite an incredible clutch.
It's a 1v2 situation now. He's got 30 seconds of smoke coming out though. Smoke does have 2 canisters left. Say that he's got 1 canister now in his pocket. He does appear to have thrown one out, and I believe that was on me.
Waste time. Play this safe. This is their round for the take. He jumps in though, but cut down. Cut down by the Vector. It was a good try. Incredible shot, I must say, from that window.
That 1k plus fire rate doing loads there.
Warthog coming in clutch.
And there it was. It was a nice attempt to a clutch there, but 1v4 50 seconds wasn't really the place that SFPD want to be. And neither is 0-2 coming into this first game. They need to take this map, or else it could potentially lead for them going to the 3rd map if they lose this one.
Yes. Mozzie. The Mozzie mute. Interesting. No, he's going to 6-pick back to smoke.
Now, what I'm really noticing here is that SFPD are trying something and they're not being able to fight the resistance that Amber is putting up here. So they tried to take small tower on the first round, but they couldn't deal with the Jaeger and the Goyo. This Goyo today coming in absolute clutch, going 1-5 in 2 rounds already. Really on fire, having the game of his day. But potentially it could be the same story down here. With them, I expect them to probably be pushing blue by the amount of drones they've got over there, and if they meet some heavy resistance, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to take it.
Yeah, this Goyo is on fire. The Vector's such a deadly weapon. The rate of fire in this game is king when it comes to close quarter engagements, and if that Vector is playing close on blue, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, and especially as we are going to see the ADS for that Goyo shield as well, going to be even harder to get rid of that position. They don't have the mirror, which, I mean, they've probably played a lot around without.
Yeah, this is a heavy blue take. Yeah.
But we're going to potentially see an early gunfight. Mute getting taken down just a little bit. 75 HP, but Smoke's going to stay there and remain. Ash feeling a little bit confident, but not quite able to pick up that early frag.
Setting the drones in to find out what lies ahead of them.
Look at that. Smoke been a little bit aggressive there. Did you see that?
Yeah,
pushing
yeah,
right
he
way up.
fancies himself with the SMG-11. Flashes right now. Oh, and he takes out the thermite. That's an important pick early on.
I mean, that's going to be huge for them. I mean, as you said, he fancied himself the SMG, but it worked out for him. He's going to literally go for it again. Is he going to be able to
take on the Ash? He gets the Ash as well.
It.
Madman on the SMG-11.
Oh no, what is happening, SSPD?
Again.
The pinch coming out. However, Matthew managed to find one onto the smoke, and potentially if he can get one here, then he can rebalance it out. The SMG, I mean, the SMG seems to be king today.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure
if Maverick going for the meeting hatch in the meantime, but the Cade is causing him trouble.
He's definitely struggling with that hatch a bit, but he's managed to get it open.
Not sure how much that's going to aid their attack. This is looking quite dire, I must say.
Yeah, I'm in agreement there. The drones are going to come out. It's a 3v4. It's still winnable from this point on, but they have to find, I'd say, probably 2 very impactful frags here. They definitely need to get rid of that Jaeger. They're aware he's there. Obviously, if you didn't know, those concussions go off immediately if they're within the range of somebody. So they know the Jaeger's there. The grenade's going to come out. Doesn't quite kill the Jaeger, though.
A little bit of damage, but he's still standing. He's still holding quite an aggressive angle onto blue. He throws out a drone for the bait. He gets baited out by the drone. Big brain plays from the sledge here.
I mean, Sledge manages to find that one pick, but
the trade
up. The trade, though, down to a 2v2. This is very, very winnable for SSPD. But they need to get their ass into sight, or this Cade potentially could mess it all up here. Zofia isn't aware of him, and I don't believe she is.
It doesn't seem that way.
They know about the Goyos. She doesn't know about the Cade. Oh, no. Back to the Cade. Oh, no.
That's not gone right. Oh, but he frags. He's trays it out. 1v1, 10 seconds left. Goes for the plant.
C4 is going to come out. He knows about it. But yet again, bait Zera on that Goyo. Finishing up the round, cleaning it. Just the Velcro of that C4 is enough to make that stage book it.
Yeah, he felt the frag was necessary, but he can't beat the Vector.
Exactly. Not quite able to find that round. It was closer, and these rounds are getting closer, but they're still coming down to those final executes. SFPD losing 2 people right at the start.
The thermite. That's not a good one to start.
No, definitely not. This thermite, their thermite, their Maverick definitely need to make sure they're staying alive here. Put the Zofia, put the Ash in front, but they're playing against a clash, so they need to be aware of that as well. And I think this clash is going to come in very, very impactful, like we saw in the first round as well, as they go back to kitchen.
Yeah, and
it's very likely the same strat.
This was huge. This was a huge part of what went so wrong in that first round, the clash. They could not clear her out.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to see pretty much the same sort of strat here. Maybe a couple of variations. I didn't quite catch if... I don't believe they had a mute last time, if I'm correct there. I believe we had a Maestro in his place.
We did. We did have a Maestro in that first round.
So potentially we could see a little bit easier for SFPD if they do manage to take control of Small Tower. But I mean, I think they're probably going to even, by the looks of it, go straight for the meeting side instead. They're not even going to bother with Small Towers. They're all going to spawn over by construction and the main door.
Well, they felt they came to much less resistance heading that side in the first round, so maybe they see a weakness here on the meeting side.
But Amber have also rotated a couple of players over, and the Jaeger, as you can see, isn't in the Small Tower anymore. He's actually roaming upstairs, top of White Stairs, with the clash in hand, so this could be quite a gunfight.
Zofia in trophy. Going to support her team, probably going to need to flush out. The clash is up there as well, though. This is going to be tough. But they're all stacking up. They're very, very certain they want to take this.
I mean, they're going to push in. Oh, very nearly caught the back of the clash there. I really do not think they're aware of this Jaeger.
The Jaeger crosses.
They saw the foot go in, so they might be aware of him now. But it doesn't really help him out here. Wamai pushed all the way up, and they're going to need to get open that white wall, really, to get any sort of control over on that side, as they're about to run directly into a hard crossfire between that Jaeger and Wamai. Ash taking a couple of shots, trying to take off Wamai's head, but he's going to slip and slide out of that one.
Seems like a stalemate so far. Something's going to have to give sooner or later.
Definitely.
Time is ticking away.
Oh, the C4 over through the floor.
That was a Hail Mary, but wasn't a bad try.
Yeah, not too bad. It almost took a little bit off Ash, but it's not going to be the case here. Looks like SFPD are actually going to take control of meeting, however, though. They're going to start getting the wall open. Wow, this is stalemate upstairs. It's definitely not downstairs. Another C4 coming up. And it's not going to do anything.
This is crazy.
2 C4s off the board. That's
the Clash drops down, though. She's going to want to try deny the plan here. But
oh, it's actually going to take this one here. Maverick opening up the kill.
Taking the mute off the board.
Left, though.
The Wamai swings onto white.
Not going to be able to... I mean, Zofia getting taken down there. Ash did find a refrag, so it's a 4v3 situation. Much better situation for SFPD. They've got the wall open, they've got rid of the nitro cells. But they need to deal with this clash and the crossfire that's also emerging behind. Ash takes down one.
Takes down that very important Koyo. But the clash is still there. She's still going to pressure the plant.
I mean, the frags are back and center here. But the planter goes down, SFPD cleaning up, and that's going to be the first round for SFPD. Here's the night.
That's going to be huge.
They need to win the next 2 rounds, though, if they want to level this out. Going into their defense on the 2-4 is okay, but at the same time, they're going to want to pick up the next 2, so then they're 3-3 equal going into their advantage side.
That didn't look favourable for quite a while there. I have to say the clash was causing quite a stalemate above, but thankfully they rotated down to get the meeting wall open. And the bullets started flying from there.
No, definitely. I mean, Wamai, he's an interesting operator, isn't he? He can throw his magnets out, but the real question that we need to be asking is why is he wearing a wetsuit?
I'm not sure what kind of tactical advantage this gives him. Is he more aerodynamic, do we reckon?
Maybe he maybe that would be his strategy. Like if he had like a little bottle of water on him and he could like pour it down the stairs. So like if he needs to back out of the flank quickly, like on what stairs, slip and slide down that staircase.
Yeah, no.
However, he would go piling into the bottom of the wall, wouldn't he?
That'd be unfortunate.
Yeah, literally like a sledge or an Ash sat outside that window. Be interesting to see though. A crumpled pineapple mine.
Yeah.
But slip and slide he's going to do. But SFPD.
Going back to dorms.
Yeah, they need to get these next 2 rounds, as we just said, to go into that even split. And the Thermite, I'm not going to lie, the Thermite isn't really working out for them. I think they would be better off taking that ace as well and getting a bit more distance from the breaches, even though obviously Thermite can open up a full breach.
Yeah.
He's not really getting too many of the breaches.
He got taken out early in a couple of his first rounds, which is devastating. That completely throws the plan up in the air, really. So he needs to stay alive as long as possible, get the breaches open. That's his job. We don't want to be losing.
Keep it outside the big window. This could potentially be a rush. They're aware of the situation.
Pile in.
3 people in.
Go to the plant immediately. Oh, but the trades. Oh no, the team kill. Oh, this is falling apart very quickly.
Down, though. It's
going to be a full ask for the Thermite.
1v4, sorry. Tool ask for this Thermite here. And I mean, not much more anymore. Goyo going to finish those last 2. I mean, it was a valiant effort, but
I enjoyed a nice little rush. That was quite different to what we've seen for the last few rounds.
Yeah, but in that case, for Amber, up 1 more round, meaning that we're only going to see a potential 4-2 split here.
It's tough. We got to admire Batezera on this first split. He's 9-2 with that Vector in hand.
That's incredible. 9-2. I mean, Blaze struggling to find his way, but he was very, very impactful in the first round. Even though he didn't get a kill, he managed to waste pretty much the whole round and cause the actual rotate at the push. However, on the
Yes.
side of SFPD, it's not looking so favourable. 5-3 at the top, but that's kind of it. Matthew obviously picking up a little bit, but they really need to find some. They're two hard breaches, Maverick and the Thermite. 2-5 and 1-4.
What do we make of that rush? I'm not sure the operator lineup was ideal for that rush. What did you like to see instead then?
I mean, in that rush, maybe a Ying or something to at least cover that plant. It was an immediate plant under the window frame.
Very little cover.
He's got no cover at all. Gets taken down by the smoke, I believe, that downed him outside. And it just sort of fell apart from there on. Maybe even have somebody push up the white stairs to cover that up.
You know me, I would have loved to see a Glaz, a Ying, a Lion, Blitz.
Yeah, I feel like they could have fully committed a little bit more, but I feel like that rush was also something that they just sort of pulled out of that one. They're playing the same lineup each round.
Yep.
And potentially bringing a Lion and a Glaz and a Ying could have given it away, but
perhaps they saw something in the prep phase there. They saw an opening and just decided to send it.
Exactly. I mean, it was particularly clear there. They did manage to get the plant off, but still trying to cover the plant from a single window like that, especially against this Goya who's just on fire today.
Right, and we return down to basement with again, they're going for the blue push, but they're going to have to be more clinical.
Now, something that is cited by our viewers here is the submissions have just closed for the poll, and we're looking at some pretty hard numbers here. 23% win possibility for SFPD, the chat thinks, and 77% going to Amber.
Clear favourites. I mean, from what we've seen so far, I understand. I really do.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just watching this smoke play here, he's going to push. Is that potentially him pushing up as well? And I don't think he's really going to give up this time. He's playing close. He's got that SMG in hand. We saw him with the SMG last time, but it looks like SFPD have learned their lesson. They're playing on the left side rather than on the right this time, which is where
trying to get
started.
Not again. The Mav above again, getting the hatch open, I believe. Yeah, he's chilling outside meeting. He's droning down tower stairs. He's going to find the Jaeger and the Mute playing quite aggressively there.
Now, I would really love to see Smoke go for this swing, pick off one with the shotgun, but there's no real opportunity being given here by SFPD, which is good for them. Not so good for our Smoke player here, but he's just going to wait patiently. He's got the SMG out, or he's trying it a little bit.
It's going to be quite dangerous. I feel like any second, the Jaeger and the Ash, there's going to be an exchange. The way they're
definitely going to be something here. I was about to say that I don't think they're aware of the Maverick, but after those short little bursts, I think they're very aware of his presence.
Right, they burn out the ADSs. They might be looking for to take in. Still,
Mute been downed. Oh, downed
he's
from
taken
the
out.
Maverick.
Getting a
Doing
pick.
it here, but he's not
He's
aware.
pushing up. He's not aware. Jaeger's might find himself 2 frags here if he's lucky. He takes out the Mav. He pushes up the stairs. He knows one's in meeting. But the Ash pushes in the meantime. They take him blue. But the Jaeger frags out.
Zofia inside. Cave takes down. SFPD right on the trail here. And Jaeger in a 1v3 has to try and take this one back. He's not sure about that.
There we go.
Zofia, sorry, but SFPD much stronger from there in that round. Really taking that opportunity, seeing
it seems like the confidence just started coming out there. As soon as the Mav got the first pick, it all went to chaos. Definitely.
Mav getting that first pick, pulling the Jaeger off the shield, and they went for it straight away. They knew they could take that smoke in the 1v4, I believe it was. And that poor old smoke player, he's got an SMG, he's got a shotgun, but he can't deal with 4 people. Gets taken down in there straight into sight. Zofia on that hard angle as well.
They've softened the blow. We are going into the second half 2-4. They can work with this, but we're going to need see something big, I think.
I mean, it was a much faster and much more aggressive push. Not as aggressive as the round before, but I think they found a nice balance there. potentially we could see a little bit on that defense, and I'd like to see them play a bit more aggressive on defense, get those early picks, get those openers, and I think they'll have a much stronger defense than we saw on their attack side.
Well, we're seeing a different lineup here from SFPD with the Mozzie and the Legion coming out. What do we make of that?
I mean, Mozzie and Legion. Mozzie, obviously very, very strong with denying drones. So that's where the whole Mozzie and Mute strat comes from. Legion as well could be really, really impactful for obviously information, the roam game.
And his T5 go brr.
Yeah, T5 is pretty good.
Pretty ridiculous, one would say.
So, I mean, they're just going to be setting up. It looks like a fairly standard sort of blue hold. However, though, Mozzie Legion, as you mentioned, where are they going?
They're going to be hanging around small tower waiting for some kind of push. Maybe they're expecting a freezer push.
This could be strong here.
The Ash is I don't know if she's aware. Oh, but the Mozzie takes some damage. They found the Mozzie. Do they know about the Legion?
I don't think they know about the Legion.
Oh, but I think someone has rotated into kitchen. But are they aware of both of them?
I mean, Mozzie with that red dot. He's on fire here. Are they going to be able to take this one down? Potentially. Mozzie... I don't think Mozzie's aware of the Nomad.
But the Ash in the meantime... How about they trade?
And that's going to be important. That's ace off the board. I didn't even realise that that ace was near. That's ace off the board. That's massive. But Mozzie's going to need to find this frag, or otherwise Nomad's going to go for it here. She's in the corridor, potentially in a position to pinch out. Down. Mozzie on fire here. Can he get one more for himself?
Does he know the Nomad? The Nomad fires some warning shots through the wall. Into the hallway. He gets taken out by the Nomad. What a run from the Mozzie, though. He held that down.
I mean, going 2-2 on your roam, in just looking at the numbers here, that's not too bad. You still equalise going 3-3 on the site. But what we need to take into account is that they just lost a Mozzie and a Legion as compared to their #1 fragger on the side of Amber, but also their main hard breacher. Maverick is good, but he's not perfect. And being able
on the AR-15 as well. I haven't seen that too often.
Yeah, we don't see that a lot. But, I mean, Maverick's going to do what he can and get open that hatch. I mean, there's so many different ways that people open hatches with Maverick, and we're going for a bit of a sort of line by line here. But he's going to get it open, no problem.
Less than a minute now. They're going to have to think about their execute very soon.
Yeah, get the flight set up only just now. But he could have... could be interesting, but one smoke canister is going to...
Sophia has dropped into freezer. She's looking for the fight with the Wamai, but he runs down.
He's going to slip and slide right out of there. He's got his face to it. Kicks him down. That's going to be one. They're going to go for the laundry execute. Are they aware of this? Push.
Nice, though.
They are.
Smoke playing passive. Getting the smokes out, delaying time.
Look at this. Smoke pushing right up close. He has got no smokes left. So he's basically a gunner at this point. Nomad's going to be in. Going to see if she can find the smoke. She can. But Jaeger's going to find one for himself. 1v1 situation here.
Ooh, does he know? Does he know? But the Wamai gets the kill. SFPD off to a good start on their defense.
I mean, SFPD really needed that one. Going into their defense on a 2-4 split. Not particularly how they wanted to go, but that one was a little bit better. And, I mean, taking down that ace right at the start pretty much cost Amber too much that they could bear there. And I mean, executing through the front, it was a risky move. It almost paid off. Did seem like Nomad was aware of the Wamai there, but just couldn't win the fight.
Yeah, the MP5K versus the AK at close range. That's a bit of a mismatch.
Now, Ben, quite a lineup coming from SFPD. What do you make of this?
Pogmat. I'm here for it. I'm here for the Pogmats.
Yeah, I'm pretty hyped for those mats as well. But we've also got a Legion yet again on the board. And
an Alibi. Well, she does bring the shield. We have seen that in LATAM if you have watched any LATAM in recent time. Yeah,
there's a lot of play from shield play, especially with obviously some of the shields in the meta being taken from certain operators. But, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. They've got double shields for this, and it does appear that they're going to go for a semi-aggressive master style hold here with a shield in trophy and the shield watching through that breach. Obviously, that's strong crossfire on the door, but as soon as one position goes, the other position is likely to go very, very soon after.
Yeah. Going on. There go the frost mats. I hope to see them come into play later.
Yeah, I mean, that frost mat underneath the sort of attic pit, it's a great frost mat. So many people miss it because they're too busy focused on what's basically what's peeking them from the door or the rotate. But Blaze isn't going to be caring about that at the moment, as he's going to drone himself into Armory. And it looks like they're going to go for your standard master size pinch. A little bit of attic pressure, but not too much. It's just Nomad vibing over there. And we're not going to see Maverick join her very, very shortly, I believe.
Setting up the flanks, making sure that's safe. And she's in Armory. She's feeling herself here, isn't she? So is she going to take the fight soon, though? I don't know about the alibi below.
I don't know if they know about her, but what they do know is they're going to have to take on this shield here. Concussion's going out. Potentially they can get out that. But Frost is going to find the opening kill. And onto the A
again. Oh, but the Ash trades out, takes out the alibi. There she goes. There goes the roam.
I mean, taking out the alibi means that you haven't really got to worry about the prisoners too much now. But she is going to hit a goo mine, so they do know she's there, vibing down by the Zulu corridor here. And the shield's going to get pinged out here. I don't think they're aware of it, and the shield's going to disappear just like that. And potentially the piece coming out.
Swings in, takes out the Jaeger. That's very aggressive. Love that from the Zofia.
Very well coordinated there. Jaeger still processing that he's lost his shield, and before he knows it, Zofia is flying around the corner at him at top speed. So down into the 4v3 with Amber in control of the man count here.
Oh, they know that the Ash is now pushing white with the Legion mine going off.
Got to be really careful with that Ash, though. That Ash is doing quite a lot for the team, but not as much as Bait, who is still alive. And what I'm saying, that he's going to find one for himself. Matthew taking down Blaze, and Maverick off by Frost as well.
Down to a 2v2. They have gone into sight. The Frost is all alone. They're going for the plant. Legion below again. He doesn't know where the plant is. He hasn't got the good intel. Plant down.
Plant down, but Frost finds one onto Bait. That's their top player here. However, though, the plant is down. They're fighting against a Nomad. He's going to pull himself back. He has got one air jab in pocket, and he's going to put it down on the diffuser. Now, Matthew's going to have to take this one carefully. He's got 25 seconds left to defuse, so he's got enough time. He only needs 7. But the shots are going to come out. Not able to connect. Hits the air jab, though. 18 seconds. It's very rapidly. He's losing time. He's got to go for this.
He's got to take the fight.
Hits another air jab, and he's pretty much lost around here. And it's way too late. He's only 5 seconds, and that's just not enough. Can he get the kill?
He's going to pad the stats.
I mean, fair play to him. Manages to find the kill. Clutch. But not able to win the round.
I think the coordination from the attack really shone through there.
Definitely. I mean, losing the ace yet again at the start, not particularly as they wished that it would go, but that didn't matter too much. The frags did matter, however, though. Bait managing to pick off that early one as well as picking off, I can't remember who he killed mid-round, but that was a really impactful frag. Obviously, the trade did come back, but imagine to get that plant down, and especially that single-man plant cover.
Very back and forth round for a bit there. The Ying 6 pick could see a very aggressive rush here.
Now, I am particularly excited to see what they do with this Ying. I mean, Ying out for Nomad, though, could be their demise here, or it could work out excellently. Potentially, we're going to see them pull an SFPD, if we say that, and fly through that main window. But with the Ying,
they got the shield.
maybe. But what they might not be aware of if they tried that is that there is a frost mount waiting underneath.
I hope something happens with that.
I mean, WKS managed to find a ton of frags last round with the frost.
Of all characters.
Yeah,
all
it's
guns.
Yeah, exactly. One of the weakest guns in the game, slowest fire rates in the game, basically. Yet they can still frag it out. WKS, it's just the headshots, man. Managing to pick off all of his kills with the headshots. And Blaze, yet again, just going to be just taken downstairs. Going to drain himself out. He knows that there's nobody directly here in front of him, but does he know about the alibi playing over in the servers?
This is where it might cost them without the Nomad if they can't keep a track of this alibi. Come back to bite them.
Yeah, but Blaze is going to try and bite first. The alibi's going to rush down into the basement. Potentially going to flank up server stairs, which could be huge if they manage to take out this Maverick, which I believe she's aware of. Maverick's got no flank protection. She's going to slowly make her way up. She's got time. Maverick not aware at all.
Oh no. This is just what we said might happen. I don't think he's aware, but the Ash gets the opening kill onto the Legion to kick off the breakfast.
He's gonna pull back. That could have been amazing for him, but not quite able to find it. And they're going to be repelled all over the kids' side here. One repelling on that kid's window. Now, the alibi is below. Does have an opportunity if she wanted to open up the window below Zofia and potentially take her out. But she's not really going to...
He's going for the plant. The Ying coming out and blinding his own team, but the Nitro Cell taking out the Ace, but they're going back on the plant. Will they get it down?
And look at that, the plant cover set up. Gonna get a double there. Bait on the double here. Plant goes down, and that's it. That's that.
They had everything covered. They had all the angles. That was control. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the way they had that crossfire set up over the top there was nothing they could do. Two defenders running in front of Zofia, repelled in that window, not able to do anything about it, not able to deny the plant for the second time. Now,
BaitZera coming in clutch again. He's having an amazing game so far. He's fragging out of his mind.
Speaking of amazing, they only need to take one more round. BaitZera going 13-5.
Wow.
This man already in double digits, and potentially Amber are looking to take this to map 2 and finish it there.
Decisive. These rounds they're winning are looking very decisive.
Yeah, it's strong. They're all over it. Now, SFPD, however, though, the rounds they have won, now, I must say, they've come pretty damn close. Most of the time going back to a 1v1. And if I'm SFPD, going 3-6 on the first map, now that's really not what we want to be seeing here.
Yeah, that might be bad for their mental, but let's see if they can pull themselves back together.
Now, what is definitely interesting is that this is SFPD's map. Now, they picked Oregon, and not winning your map, it's like, that's going to be quite devastating, especially losing it if they lose 7-3 here. That could be really, really big for Amber as well. Now, Amber obviously got to pick the side they started on, and they chose to start defense. But what I'm talking here, that's a lot of people in.
That's aggressive.
Aggressive and really strong coming out from here. One playing Shaika corner, Smoke in the same position. Now, just going to be setting up, doing the droning, and they're aware of what's going on here. Potentially stairs. Yep, so it does look like Sledge is going to be taking tower here. And Blade's doing a little bit more droning, and they're going to need to find themselves a way into blue here. Potentially Sledge going to be able to get on those tower stairs and put off near to what Maverick did last round, getting that opening pick. And as we saw SFPD take the rush. Potentially Amber could take this one as well.
He swings in with the SMG-11. taking out Legion with the sledge on tower. Over and over again on tower.
I mean, this team, they are strong on the SMG11, and they do not only half it. Now, Smoke in the corner here. He's the only resistance here. Blaze, he's already in. He does.
Oh my, he's not aware. I'm not aware of the Jaeger hiding under the stairs. Oh, it's a frag fest.
The back and forth. I mean, we saw a double SMG kill, another one coming in.
And it's come out into their favor. Oh.
Berry.
Not a great way to end the map. Oh dear.
I feel like that was an accident.
Well, no matter what happened there, strong map from Amber there.
Definitely, and I mean, just look at the way they took that one down. Going 7-3 on SFPD's map. 2 players on double digits, 12 and 6 and 13 and 5. I mean, Matthew, he tried going 10 and 8, but that's that. Now, going into Clubhouse then. SFPD starting on the attack once again. Now they chose attack for Clubhouse.
It's interesting. After that first map, but I'm not sure if that was the right way to go about that.
So it's gonna be big though. We're gonna see very sort of similar, very strategic based. To be honest, I'd expect to see a lot of standard pushes, nothing too special. But Amber, this is the map for them to win. If they win this, they go into the finals. They face off with Ascend, and then that leaves SFPD out in the bottom. And I mean, with Hydro League, it's winner takes all, so they're all to play for here. They're going to run the opposite.
Was a strong showing for sure on Oregon there.
I mean, Oregon, very linear, and it's all about everyone knows what you need to do. It's about what team can do it better.
Yeah.
So we shall see with this one now. Going to be jumping straight into it and straight into the map bans. SFPD choosing to be on the attack this time, or Amber on the defense. What do you think about them choosing to be on the attack?
That's unorthodox. You know, with the current meta and everything, you know, pretty much most maps, you know, favor the defense. So starting on attacks, unorthodox, yeah.
It's definitely interesting. And potentially they could be saving for their defense. So the way that they tried on Oregon, where they played their attack, they're looking to get a couple of rounds on attack, not too bad, and then they pick it all up and they go for the home start on the defense. But obviously that wasn't the case. Now, while we've been having a little chat about that, they've been banning.
Hibana again. It makes sense. This is a very Hibana heavy map.
Definitely. Well, Thatcher as well, and Cade.
To go along with that makes sense, yeah.
Interested in getting rid of the Cade means they're not. We may not even see Maverick being played here. We may see an Ace and Thermite for all that. I mean,
come on.
We want to see Callie. I mean, Melusi's taken out as well. Mira is in play, but she's not really viable on too many of these sites, though. But if they want to play it, they'll play it.
Gotta kick things off.
Kicking things off here. And they're going to choose to go to CCTV. Pretty expected.
Yeah.
Now, Bait Zera was the main player for Amber in the last round, in the last map, sorry. Now, he's on the Valk this time.
Put the fragger onto the Valk there with the MPX.
Definitely. The MPX, obviously not particularly a hard-hitting gun, but I don't think that's too much of a problem for Bait.
He's hitting heads today. That's all that matters. MPX, very little recoil, fairly decent rate of fire. He might find some heads today.
Exactly, and especially having that information on Clubhouse is very, very important. And obviously, being able to flank and such. Now, I really want to see a few more picks from Blaze. Now, Blaze had a couple last rounds, but it wasn't particularly amazing. Going 6 and 7, he was going negative, and I believe he is their first fragger, blaming Ash on the attack and Jaeger on defense. Now, I'd really like to see him shine and show what he could do here.
We shall see. Fairly standard setup we're seeing. Lesion in. Oh, he's going to look for the spawn peak. Or is it a warning? The warning, I see.
No warning. He's going to play with them a little bit. Potentially later in the game, we might even see him put his head through that little hole that he's going to make. But that's going to be that. Now, the main thing for Amber was that smoke play. Though that smoke was on fire. The SMG plays throughout it were massive. Now, a mute jammer on the wall. Maverick's going to pop himself upside down and start.
Problem for the Mav. Uncounterable hard breacher.
Yeah. Perfectly balanced.
Yes.
Now,
the Ace playing on the rappel, looking for cheeky foot shots, potentially.
Now, obviously, he's going to be repelled here. Now, he's perfectly safe. It's a pretty good way of doing it. Everything's perfectly safe. He's only needs one person to cover, and that's going to be that. Look at that. Within a minute, they've got the main breach open. Efficient and clear.
Inspirational Maverick gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. Take that as an example.
Yeah, and just like that, they're going to move on to their next phase of their attack, which I believe, by the looks of things, is going to be Garage.
Notoriously difficult one to take here when you've got such an incredible player playing on the rafters, if they do.
Exactly.
Yep,
they've got Blaze playing up there with double ADS. Now, Jaeger recently getting that nerf, then.
Yep.
It's obviously it's put a big impact on the way that we hold rafters now. Now, for people that aren't aware, the ADS used to be able to catch 3 nades, but now...
Hold your train of thought there. The Jaeger getting the first pick and the trade back from the Ash.
very
Omega.
one though, which is good. I mean, his last kill that we saw in the last map was on himself, so
Yeah.
it's not himself this time. So we're working forwards. We are moving. Now,
Well, it looks like they're going to be taking garage control in good time.
I don't think they're aware of Bates and Bates.
Oh no.
He's going to take down Ace. That's both of the hard breaches gone. Now, they've got main breach control, but that doesn't mean they're going to be able to open much more of that wall there. They are going to just soft breach it, which is all good and dandy. It looks like they're going to be preparing themselves for the plant. 30 seconds, yet they've got to fight against 2 smoke grenades left on the side. Smoke.
I mean, he pushes in.
Matthew on low, very, very low health here. He's got a needle in it, but he's going to stick it.
That's it. The gas coming out.
Game over there for our favourite Sledge player as he gets taken down by the toxic gas grenades. Now, 2v4 with the 2 fraggers. Saying that. Sophia finding
Rushes from behind.
This is very, very much winnable. Ash finds one for herself, but she can't do anything. And Bait is going to find anything. He's going to be sat downstairs, just sort of doing this thing, enjoying his camo he's got there. Lesion, as we see in that kill cam, sitting down, having a bit of a break.
Yeah, the chaos going on above. Perfect time to chill out.
Exactly. That's where Bait lives, in the chaos. But that time he was below. He had the C4 ready, but wasn't quite able to find anything. I mean, Smoke, as we all love to see, him committing the war crimes against the planter. But, it's not it for them.
How is he an SAS operator? I just don't know.
Yep, definitely. I mean, he lives in that gas mask though. Must get pretty sweaty in there.
No doubt.
Like when you know, like when you're going out to play paintball and your mask fills up with all the condensation, you just can't see.
And then you got to spend money for the fog busters. Oh.
Yeah, and then before you know it, there it is, and you're broke.
Well, let's go play paintball when we can, shall we?
Definitely. And while we're waiting for the restrictions to be off so we can go and play our paintball, these operators, however, they're not really playing so nice. And Amber taking the first round.
Yeah, that was quite back and forth. I was looking tough for a while there. Just the frags back and forth on the execute. That was chaos.
Blaze here with a little sneaky play. Potentially he's going to be able to find somebody if they do push into the kitchen here. Now, on the side of attack, they want to get open those hatches. A lot of the push looks like it's coming over from blue side, so potentially we could be seeing a blue and church push coming out here instead. So they're going to pop open the barricade and get on with their stuff. They want to get open that hatch there, so they have got, I believe, the Maverick with them. So they have got the Maverick. Sledge going to just swing his hammer around and open some stuff up.
Destroy everything.
Yeah, that's basically, I mean, the SAS operators in this game, they've got pretty varied roles, don't they?
Yes.
Yep.
Big Scottish man with a sledgehammer. Everyone's favorite.
What could go wrong there?
Nothing.
I mean, they've all got their thing. Obviously, Sledge, the Scottish guy. I mean, with Smoke with his countless war crimes. Even Mute doesn't really say much. And I mean,
he's a counter-terrorist man, and he's not using much comms. Oh wow.
Yeah, his communication may not be particularly great there.
Mav getting it open. Hatch, if he can.
Oh, and it's the SMG-11 to start it off.
Oh, he gets a double.
Oh no, that's not what you wanted to see. Mute, while we were talking about him, he's doing bits himself.
The vigil on the vertical play takes out the Sledge.
SFPD, what is going on today? Not able to find one, and Bates gonna get one for himself. Maverick on 1 HP, and he's got people from both sides of him. What is he gonna? I don't think
anyone could catch that. There it is, the SMG-11 again.
Flawless round.
Wow.
I mean,
the confidence to just take the fights at the top of the stairs with the SMG-11.
I mean, you just got to look at that. The SMG-11 just playing everything for them. And that's that. That's that round's job done. Game over for SFPD. Now, we did see a similar sort of scoreline for the last game. 0-2 for the first 2 rounds. But SFPD managed to find one. Potentially, we could see that happen again.
This is tough for them. I feel like they're not winning their gunfights that they should be. This might be a confidence thing so far. They're just clicking heads, Amber. It's a slaughter at times.
Yep, and potentially that slaughter could be the downfall of SFPD. They have to win this map. However, in their favour though...
Oh, we've got a disconnect.
It was in the prep phase, ladies and gentlemen, so that does mean that it doesn't actually count for the round, and we're going to have a quick rehost.
Be back in no time at all.
Back in no time in terms of the gameplay, but me and Ben will still be here with you, ladies and gentlemen, talking about Clubhouse.
Clubhouse.
Now, as we just saw, they're going gym now. On the side of Amber, gym is the hardest site on this rotation. Obviously, let's exclude bars.
I'd like to see that. I mean, we can't completely rule it out.
Bar as well, but I get the feeling that's not going to be this day.
No, probably not.
So, in terms of their site rotation, we're going to gym. Now, Ben, on the side of SFPD, what do they need to focus on to get this round?
Well, I think we see it in a lot of gym defenses as a hard hold on CC, actually. So they're going to have to take that clean quick. If they don't get that in good time, that could be the downfall very quickly.
What sort of time are we looking at here?
Minute and a half.
Minute and a half. I mean, I'm in agreements there. Once they've got that gym, once they've got that cash control, they're going to want to take forwards. Obviously, getting Logi control, or office as people call it, is going to be vital for their push. Being able to create that pinch, especially playing on the windows.
Yeah.
If they cannot get that cash push, though, they're going to be in trouble.
They're going to have to hope they get the jacuzzi wall open in good time as well, then. Yeah.
So, I mean, potentially we could see them commit maybe to the gym wall earlier on. On the side of SFPD, if I were them, I'd try and get as much open as they can. We've seen a bit of a history of them in these last few rounds and on the first map. History of them not being able to take their initial push. So having a backup plan.
Losing hard breaches early as well.
Yeah, that's the big thing, is that their hard breaches are the ones in front, surprisingly.
Got to get the fraggers in those roles. They got to be taking the early gunfights. We can't risk losing hard breach in the first 30 seconds.
Definitely. So it's going to be a very, very big one here for them. And I'd like to see how they do this. But honestly, Ben, I'm not sure how it's going to go here.
I think that they got to build that confidence back up. They got to win the gunfights. And we're back in. Ready back into the game. And we're going to pick up where we left off.
So, should be a big one here. And if we actually take a look at the stats from last game, we've just received the stats from last game. It's big in terms of the numbers. Favorite operators, interestingly enough, WKS, favorite operator on Frost.
I mean, we're starting to see more and more Frost. I mean, in recent times, the shotgun with the shield, I mean, she brings a lot.
Definitely. And I mean, really, you just got to look at it. Bates era going 13-7 in the last game. 13-5 in the last game. That's going to be massive for them in that first round. And
I mean,
potentially we're going to see another rehost.
Happen again?
Nope. So what's basically happened here is because they had already picked the operators and everything, they have to play everything the same. So it looks like they're going to be Looks like they're going to have to TK unless the other team is fine with it here. Now, Cav 6 pick into mute. It's interesting, but it does look like the other team is...
I believe it was a bandit originally.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch if the other team are okay with that, but we may see this round go to a 5v4 before it's even started. And in terms of SFPD, that could be really, really big.
Yellow is setting up with the Gross mods, so I think it's good to go ahead. I think it's okay.
Okay, so we are going to be in a 5v5 here. SFPD. And SFPD here, ready to take their first round on this map. And they're going to need to be taking a lot of rounds on this map, to be honest.
See. Spawns as a respawning out west, looking for the jacuzzi, probably. Yeah, the map following them there with the sledge and the ash.
So, going to be pushing up here, and as we were just speaking about in the small rehost there, we need to see them take the cast control. However, we also spoke about them making some backups. And what is Maverick doing? He's making a backup. Going to pop open that wall with Sledge there. Now, getting open that wall may not be their first course of attack, as they are still putting a bit of pressure over by the CCTV side, but I didn't quite see if he was only on repel or that's going to be that.
Oh no, the ace again, the first pick onto the harbor. He got CC open, but the AK-12, the smokes, I mean...
Now, it's very interesting what they're doing here. So they've opened up the server hole here to stop this exact thing of somebody playing through that. But
he saw it. He saw the bullet hole. He knew he was there.
Berry on the frag there. However, though, he isn't really safe to play in those windows. Potentially, Jaeger could rotate round, but Blaze is going to find WKS, and that's our favourite Frost player. Unfortunately, not playing Frost because he is funny enough on the attack. I mean, Frost on the attack would be interesting to see, though.
Yes.
Sort of maybe like a throwable version of the Frost map.
They didn't manage to get that wall open, and without Ace either, there's no way they're getting that open, unfortunately.
Yeah, so, I mean, Maverick and Ace off the board. Berry, he doesn't care. He's going to find one. He's going to take down a Jaeger. Now,
he's going to take cash for himself.
That's Jaeger and Wamai taken down. Now, Jaeger can put his ADS down, but Wamai means they've lost a lot of potential later rounds. Wamai's gadget recharges over time. So not being able to have those late rounds could mean that we're going to see a little bit more nade play. Now, there is nades on the board left. There is only one, though. And as we see, Zofia has used her Claymore. Ash has got 2 breaching charges.
Seems like they've popped a mirror from what we heard there. Ash pushing into cash. It's going to be difficult to challenge the mirror there, though. The Vector.
Yeah. Yes, got to get rid of that mirror. They could potentially nade for the roof, but saying that, nade goes off, doesn't really do a lot. Ash trying to find the pick there, not able to capitalise.
Oh, but she stands still. Zofia just running inside, gun down. The defenders close it out.
Now, but I wasn't even aware at the time now. I was too focused on watching what that mirror was doing. And just like that, it's round over. Amber. 3-0 up. Now, with the same situation as we were on Oregon. Now, with Amber, if you didn't see it, Oregon Amber winning 7-3, but on their defense, they won kitchen, dorms, and the basement before SFPD even got around.
We've got another disconnect here, but they're saying to go ahead.
Now, there is their star player, but he's not been picking up so much in this game, in this map too much. It's mainly been the other players here. It's obviously that Koyo and Mira, or sort of just playing around with that Vector, has been really big for them. We've seen that Vector almost every single round.
I'm gonna go about setting it up with a 4-man team. I'll be very impressed. But from the way they're looking, I have every confidence that they'll still win this with the way they've been looking so far.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, just to correct that, on Oregon, every single defense they ran the Goyo, so they had the Vector every defense, and we've seen the Mirror making some significant appearance here as well. So they're definitely fans of this this Vector lifestyle. I mean, who isn't?
Yeah, everyone. I mean, it's such a powerful weapon.
Now, what is particularly interesting here is what's happening in Garage. Now, they've got a reinforcement on where the default rotate is. They could put a Mirror on top of that as well.
A lot of faith in holding Garage, because if she loses that position, that's going to work against them.
Definitely going to be working against them. However, though, inside of if they have to retake that, they only have to aim for anyone's head between that small little window rather than anywhere in that. But at the same time, they're going to need to get Mirror out of the garage first.
That's a tall ask. The Mav has softened the wall. They're going to look to open up CC wall. They have indeed achieved that again in good time.
Yep, they're pretty strong at that one. Now, when it comes to the garage, though, that's where it all fell down last time. They ran out of time. They left too much utility on the board. There is the smoke still on the board, but Mirror's going to drop down.
Mirror drops down. Assassin's Creed drops on the Maverick.
But that does mean Garage at 1 minute 40.
That Mirror. That's going to be theirs. It's going to be their use.
However, though, they do seem pretty hesitant to actually go up there. They're still very worried about it.
They need to gather more information, I think.
Very does trade on up. And it does appear that the Mirror window is open, so as I was speaking about earlier, they only have to watch that small little window now. And a few sprays for the SMG. These guys are a fan of the SMG, I must say. And
the Ash crosses over to the window. Potentially hold off Red.
Now they are struggling here though with this. They did manage to cross though, and SFPD are in. Now hitting that goo mine, not particularly optimal, but the plant's going down. The plant is pretty far down now already. C4 doesn't quite get over the shelf, and Legion's going to go for the swing. Taken down on the breach. This is big for SFPD. Potentially one gets taken down. 1v3 here. Got the SMG in hand. Now we've seen these guys with the SMG, but that's a lot to take down and very quickly.
And the prone on the rafters. The Ash picked up their first round of the map.
Now, what is particularly interesting is the same thing happened on Oregon. 3 rounds in, Amber up 3-0. 4th round, SFPD kind of put their shit in gear.
They have to kick up another gear because they couldn't quite bring it back on Oregon. So, and that round was a 4v5. Their first win. I'm not sure they'll be over the moon with that, but at least it's something.
Definitely, and I mean something is anything. So we've got to commend that. However, though, they've got a long stretch ahead of them. 6 more rounds in comparison to Amber's 4.
Gonna go into Church Arsenal yet again.
So basement last time was an interesting one to say the least, wasn't it, Ben?
Yes, the SMG-11 on the top of the staircase, swinging out into the hallway, picking up a double kill. Yeah, that was a frag-heavy round from them.
Yeah, I mean, they cannot afford to let that happen again. They weren't watching that. They weren't watching that flank particularly well. They didn't have a drone there.
They didn't deal with the vigil above either. He was up there having a great day. He denied the kitchen.
Yeah. So we need to see SFPD really take the aggression to the defenders on that roam. Now, it does appear that there's a little bit more of a sight hold here. However, The Vector still on the boards and making...
Mira goes for a late reinforce. She might be caught. She can be able to get away. She does.
She's going to take off just like that. A little spray through the walls, through the barricade. Not able to find anyone just yet. And she's going to make her way back downstairs.
That was a close one. That was a very risky reinforce. But
Yeah.
necessary.
Yep, but I mean, we've got this rappel on the fence. Now, they were rappelling like this last time through the fence. Now, on that very tight angle, obviously it's very difficult to hit them in return. But at the same time, potentially we could see them hit the box as well, trying to hit somebody, and that could cost somebody outside.
Legion, all the way in strip. There's no one pushing from that way, but he's looking for something. Look at
Yeah,
the time.
All the way over there. Potentially he could rotate over later on.
The Sophia knows. I think he's being droned out. The Legion's being droned out. Sophia's going to push on in.
Question is, are they going to chase the frag, or are they going to... I mean...
Zera, the connection issues, maybe.
Zera having a hell of a game on the first map, but... I mean, he's having some major internet problems, I think.
Losing to his Wi-Fi, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely. The one thing that Bait loses to is the Wi-Fi. Not any players. He'll take them in his strides, but Wi-Fi, that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah. Well, they continue on. The Maverick getting open the bar hatch.
And, I mean, he's going to return. Bait's back. Don't you worry, ladies and gentlemen, but he's not going to be playing this round. He will be sat on the cams for them, though.
Oh.
He's going to find one. That's not particularly great, because they are now sat in a 5v3 situation. Hammer needs to pick off 2 important frags here.
The mute jammer preventing the ace from clearing out church wall of the mirror. That's going to be very important. But in the meantime, Sophia taking out the Legion. So that's been dealt with on the roam. But they've only got 30 seconds to execute. And the mirror with the headshot.
Oh, no. That's not what you wanted to happen. Sledge was holding a grenade, gets taken down by the mirror, and that grenade's going to find one on itself.
Sophia on low health. The man advantage is starting to fade away. They drunk the mirror. They're going to have to push in. Only 15 seconds left. Sophia on very low health. The SMG-11. Again. And the Mav swing is in. The mirror's down.
Not able to hit that shot. They need to find this. But it's all over. And look at that. The 2. They hold it. And they hold it.
They were at quite a disadvantage. But... They hold with the SMG-11 and the Vector in hand again.
If I'm Sledge there, I'm not in the best moods. Getting swung by the mirror like that, such an instant peak, yet he had the nade out. And Matthew finding a pick, but onto his teammate. Not where he was aiming for that nade. But we move forwards. Same thing happened on Oregon. Exactly the same way. We're up to 4-1, so... If history is going to retell itself, then I'm looking at SFPD this round to take this one.
We shall see. They have a man advantage from the get-go due to some unfortunate technical issues.
But they're still going to move forwards, and Amber are going to take it in their stride. They don't need Bait. Bait did his job, and his contract is over. He can put his feet up. He's job done for the game. So
maybe they're resting him. Tactical rest.
Exactly. He's probably gone to bed.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, lads, 13-5. I've done enough.
Oh,
but
he's back to spectate.
By saying that, he's going to come back. He's going to chill out a bit. I know we may see him disappear once again, but he's here for now, and that's where he needs to be. Going 1-1 though.
The Echo. I think is that the first time we've seen Echo today?
I think it is. Yeah.
Anyone's not aware, I mean, I assume you all are the Echo now, which has made him a little harder to factor in. Where his drones are no longer invisible. And no ACOG. I mean, we all missed that. That was a while ago, but...
However, though, Echo having the shield, a lot of teams like to take the shield, and...
really impacts, actually.
Now...
Oh, there, look at the prediction. Oh,
Yeah, I have just seen that. Come on, guys. Guys in the chat.
no faith for SFPD. I mean,
There's
it's got to be
so
some
murky
people, right?
here. SFPD 0%. And Amber taking that 100.
Merciless as are Amber Fatima in this game. I mean, they're taking the gunfights. That's the main thing.
They're taking the gunfights, they're taking the wins, and they're taking the viewers' votes.
Let's see how the 4v5 plays out.
Yep.
Last time on TC, it was a 4v5 also, but they're going for the rush. They've got the wall open very quick. They're all in. Gun down by the SMG-11 though.
Now, this could work for them, but the Franks are coming out.
They fight back. The Jaeger is down. Oh, it's falling
my
apart.
God, this is not looking good, Ben. Berry finds one onto
Level it out.
one more. It goes down.
There it is.
And that's it. The SMG player takes one for himself down to a 1v2 situation here. Sledge has everything to play for. Matthew on that Sledge here, and he's got it all.
He works his way into CC. He's got a tall task ahead of him. Smoke's still on the board. He's run through the gas. He's got to rush in, find the kills, and throws the nade. Ah, he misses the nade.
No, that nade could have gone sailing over the top. He's looking the wrong way. Amber taking victory here as they're going to go 5-1. And I don't know if you noticed it, Ben, there. But Bait, he was sat there, he was chilling, and then the rush happened. And obviously he was up in arms and sort of giving his call outs. But Amber, they're like, man, Bait, go back to bed, man. You
Look
don't need
at the
to
cost. The cost. It's not
Come on.
doing much for them. It's not doing much for them.
Not looking great there. And I mean, Bait's gonna sit this next one out, but Amber don't really mind. They're up 5-1. They have 2
give 'em a
rounds
chance.
to get on their attack. Now, attack obviously 4v5 on attack is a bit more difficult than the 4v5 on defense.
Definitely, that's a tougher ask. But from the way they're playing, I believe they can do it.
Definitely. And I mean, one thing that I am really excited to see here is the Mute and Mozzie here. Now,
Mute Mozzie Vigil. That's the
individual. That's very, very reminiscent of the SSG strat that I'm sure everyone is aware of. Playing off-site and playing for that time, playing that drone denial. It does look like they're going to be doing that. And I mean, hopefully, we're going to see most of the drones being taken down for Amber and SFPD taking this round potentially.
Yeah, it seems like we're going to have an information battle.
And we have to also bear in mind, Ben,
Hmm.
is Amber are missing 2 drones.
That's
So
huge.
drones are going to be even more important here. Now, there's spawns at every spawn. They are completely across the map. So potentially we could see the planes solo. That would be
Interesting. They trust the gunplay.
Yeah, definitely. Now, speaking of trust, look at that. They're straight in. Now, the hatch is not reinforced.
There'll be no issue there. I suppose they've taken those reinforcements up to the top floor.
That could cost them, though. Having that hatch not reinforced, and obviously this construction hatch being wide open as well. They know about it. Bait's back. He's just checking in. He's... Oh,
There we have the opening frag. It's the man advantage is
Oh,
gone.
they-
It's completely gone. The double kill on the R4C, but we have a trade.
Bait's going back.
Back the nitro cell. But Ash is in. Does she know where he is? The Legion's he's gunned him down. And now it's a
Okay,
1v3.
Thermite here. He's got 1 minute 40. He's got plenty of time. But he's got the goo mine in his foot, so he's going to get rid of that. Does he know where these players are? And more importantly, how are SFPD going to handle this one? They know where he is, and they've got to set up their crossfire for him.
There should be a comfortable win unless the inner fragmite comes out to play.
Now, I would really like to see SFPD get around here and take us to a closer game, but at the same time, Amber potentially getting the opportunity to go for a 7-1 here. That would be definitely something to see.
Oh, he catches his head, and they get their second round of the map. Lovely kill. Let's see this. Oh my. Giving him a haircut there.
Definitely. Taking just a little bit off the top, but just enough to take him out of the round. And that's...
Could this be the start of a comeback?
Could this be? Could we actually see a fifth? Wow.
Wow, we'd be in for a long night.
Yes, definitely a fifth map. Oh, Christ. But definitely, I wouldn't mind seeing a third map between these two teams. I think, being honest, and looking at the way that chat's feeling, I think Amber might be taking this one.
Possibly. It's in the cards.
It's a big stretch for SFPD here. However, though, Bait is back.
That's
Is
huge.
he back for long? Who knows at this point?
No, he might get a 4K and then get disconnected for all we know.
That would be quite impressive.
Red to CC. So what kind of setup we're going to get from SFPD? Fairly standard it used to be.
Now, pretty interesting here that we're going to see Bait on the Sledge. Now, Sledge obviously a very, very vital operator, but they seem to have switched it around. On Oregon, he was actually playing the Zofia. So, potentially, I mean,
with the volatile internet, they weren't sure if it was worth it going into Zofia.
Yeah, but yeah, again, Sledge is a very, very important operator on this map. Yeah. Not maybe on his site, but still. Having those nades, I mean, Maverick has got his nades still, so they've got enough. But hopefully, Bait can play out this round and see if he can boost his KD a bit more.
Looks to me that they're looking for a rush here with the thermite.
I mean, who doesn't love a thermite hot breach though, Ben?
Ah, I live for them.
Seeing a thermite hot breach is something special. Blaze gonna just nip himself below, and they're gonna get open the breach. They're not gonna worry too much about that. And the thermite charge. Oh, it doesn't look like they did manage to get it. How? Or are they just waiting? Not really sure what's going on here. No.
Oh, it's opening, and yeah, they go through, rushing into PC, and they get the opening pick, but it's a double kill from the Zof.
My goodness.
Wow.
That was the thermite hot breach we were all hoping
And the
for.
one is down. Oh, but the double nitro!
The double nitro, WKS, imagine take that double nitro. Blaze getting down as well.
It's all down to the Sledge. Bait Zera back. Can he pull off a big clutch here?
Now the plant is down, they know he's there. I love that.
Lovely peak.
That was so close. That double C4 though, WKS.
Running clutch.
Saving that round almost by himself.
Did he throw that over the wall? I don't think he was below. That was a yeet.
Yeah, I think either he went over the wall and over the server, which is even more impressive. Or, yeah,
He did.
So,
He did.
over the wall apparently. So, what's a throw there? I mean, well, a throw from the C4, but on the side of Amber,
That was promising at the start. Coming in with a double kill to kick it off on the Zofia.
yeah, that looked incredible. But that C4 just ended it there. If that didn't happen, I think they would have taken that round. But we move forward. SFPD, you might have said it, Ben.
There might be a
comeback.
We almost went to match point, but they've clawed their way back in.
Now, we still have got potentially 2 more rounds left. So, Amber, they're going to look to finish it out here, be done, and that's that. On the side of SFPD, they need more rounds like that. More incredible C4 denials like that.
Looking for the miracle plays. That's what they need.
Yeah, and I mean, to be honest, from what we've seen though today, SFPD, the rounds they've won have been because of those miracle plays.
Yeah.
And unless they can get those miracle plays to happen every round, I'm still not too sure about this one.
It's going to be tough.
Gonna be tough. But they can do it.
Doing what we expected, we're getting the cash CC hold with the mute to deny the hard breach. They're gonna pile into garage straight away. Do they know the Ash is there?
They're still reinforcing. I don't think they're aware of this Ash at all. Legion stepped in.
But the Legion mines, if she makes a move, I mean, enough intel. She takes out the mute jammer so they can get the wall open. This is in good time.
Very. Gonna get that wall open straight away. It's not too bad. Legion giving it a bit of an aggro peak. If I lose the Legion though, that could be really, really bad for them here.
Ash opening the soft wall into CC. She's gonna drone ahead, find out what they're coming up against. The Echo drone for the intel though on the defensive side.
That Echo drone could be really, really powerful here. The shield's gonna get taken down. Jaeger's gonna put himself back. Barry, he's done his job there.
Legion still holding himself strong in position with the T5. The Ash maybe looking for an aggressive swing.
What is particularly interesting is that Mute is downstairs. Potentially we can see Mute go for this C4 below in lounge. The Echo drone being useful, but I think it might have got taken down. Legion.
Did he get taken out through the drone vent?
Yes, he did. That's really you want to be in that situation. And now he's trying to get inside. Jaeger doing his work, but losing that Legion, that's not really where you want to be here. 1 minute.
They have control.
Mia though.
What is she? She gets shut down. Sneaky play.
That could have been incredible there. I mean, we missed it. Chances are the team weren't aware of it, but WKS, he doesn't care.
Flies in. She takes out the Frost. Now they have office control.
Now
the mute is still below.
And the Echo drone is still in play here.
But the Thermite takes out the Frost.
Oh no, the not where we want to be here. The C4 not where they would find it. And that's a 1-to-1 trade there. And that's it. That's another round in favor of Amber.
That's the difference there on the gym hold. They took CC and Cash so convincingly, so quick. That was the difference.
Especially there with having that Legion lose to the drone vent of all things.
I believe a lot of people calling for change on those drone vents, aren't they?
Yeah, a little bit. But I mean, all you have to do is play on that little table, and you're pretty much safe in that room. They had the holes open for the Jaeger in construction. They had full control of that room.
An unfortunate mistake.
Unfortunate mistake, but potentially, Ben, that could have cost them this game.
We are on match point. This is looking less and less likely that chat prediction is coming to fruition, I think.
I think it is. But SFPD going downstairs. Now, they won downstairs last time. And, I mean, it was tight, but they won it. So, potentially we could see it happen again.
Maybe.
WKS, not on Frost this time. He's loving this Frost. But not this round. Not this round.
Unfortunate. We haven't seen one of those Frost mats do its job yet. I don't think we will.
Yeah, I've got that feeling.
But, you looking at the hold above through to kitchen to deny the hatch.
Definitely a lot of verticals that he's making there, and they're going to be holding top floor. Now, they didn't take the Vigil and the Mozzie this time, but a sort of similar lineup. And similar sort of positioning here. So potentially we could see roughly the same strat here of them holding top floor and trying to waste a bit of the drone at the time.
The Legion instead upstairs
Yeah, definitely. I mean, having those holes in the floor, though, Ben,
Yeah,
could be really important, couldn't they?
they could be.
Denying or having the ability to deny the kitchen hatch could completely stall this push. But from the looks of it,
Can't rule that out.
yeah, from the looks of it looks like they're going to go for this top floor clear, though. Zophia's going to pick up.
They know about the hold. Sophia is looking to clear this out as quick as possible, and the Lesion getting the first pick of the round onto the Ash.
Oh, Blaze, that is not where we want to be. Blaze losing his life on potentially what could be the last round, but losing on
The main stairs.
mainstays. He was completely solo as well there. However, though, Zophia's going to find one. That's W Chaos off the board. And, I mean, the SMG-11, one of them being taken down. Legion's going to be taking his own fight here, though.
The grenade out.
Oh, no.
Move. Oh, he gets the down, but there's a team kill. He wallbanged him.
Oh, no. That's not what you want to happen.
No, that's unfortunate. That means it's 3-3 in the third count.
That could have been perfect, but the wall bang. But they move forwards. They move forwards. 1 minute 15 on the clock here. Now, they're going to try and open up. Yep, by the looks of it, they're going to open up the kitchen and dirt. They're going to go for that push. They've got top floor control finally. So,
But the sledge on such little health. This is going to be a close one.
definitely is. Now, the MPX is still on the board, so it's...
It's got its potential to do, what, 3 damage per bullet?
Yep. I mean, the SMG, though, the smoke player, still 3 smokes in pocket. And it's going to be important if he plays these smokes now. If he gets
There it is.
down, which he...
Base
Oh,
arrow
no.
taken off the board, but the Maverick downs.
That's not right there for this situation. They're going to go for the...
Last player you want dead in this situation is the smoke. But the Maverick rushes in. Do they know?
The plant is deep now. Amber have to take everything here. It's all to play for. It's a 1v1 situation here.
No,
But
he's brought it back to a 1v2, 2 on the board against the Thermo. He finds the first kill. Can he get the second to close out the map and the game?
One hit. Can he get this? It's the SMG versus Thermites.
He does!
And that's it. That's GG's. And that's going to be Amber with the same scoreline as the first map. 7-3, 7-3 in this game. And that's going to be them advancing into the finals. Poor old SFPD, they've had their run. They came close, but not close enough. And that's going to be them out of the playoffs this season. And now we've got our final made up here. Amber versus Ascend in the finals to come. And I mean, what a game this was today, Ben.
I mean, if you came here looking for big frags, big plays, I mean, you got it.
Especially on the first map. Having bait triple? Wow, triple digits. That would be impressive. Bait on double digits. I mean, he didn't do so much on this second game, I must admit. But he was in and out of the game quite a lot.
Unfortunate.
The SFPD, that's a heartbreaking defeat there. Coming all the way through the season into the semi-finals and then 7-3, 7-3.
That's tough. I mean, I think Amber's confidence was a huge part to play there. They were fragging out their minds, both maps, in situations that you really thought it was going to go the other way.
Definitely. So we're still waiting on the teams to confirm the timings, but hopefully we should be here at Hydro League bringing you that final next weekend. So make sure you stay tuned in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord already, make sure you do join. But I think that's pretty much it for tonight, Ben.
It was a great game. My pleasure to cast it alongside you.
Yep, and what a game it was. So I think that's going to be it. And obviously, if you did enjoy this game, then make sure that you do catch that final. It's going to be one hell of a finals, I think, for you guys. Ascend versus Amber. But tonight, it's been me and Ben, and we'll leave you guys for the rest of your evenings. Hope you have a great evening. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
sleep till I